club to join the race. The team that might have the best possibility, FC Tulsa, which has 3 games in hand on both and has lost only 3 times, fewest in the West. Keep an eye on the Scissortails as they head to Louisville on July 19th with a chance to cut into the margin. Which club will lift the Jägermeister Cup? With 1 game to play in the USL Jägermeister Cup group stage, all 8 berths in the knockout stage are still up for grabs. While some clubs have been eliminated from contention, the tournament has lived up to expectations, providing some surprise results and contenders across the 6 groups. Of the sides that remain in contention, there are likely to be dueling motivations to advance deep in the knockout stage. For sides like Rhode Island FC and the Tampa Bay Rowdies, who both top their groups going into the final group game, it's likely their best chance at silverware this season. For teams like San Antonio FC, it could be the prelude or preparation for claiming the championship final in November. We'll all be tuned in to find out.
Yeah, this is Dave Saunders, play-by-play, joined by Anna Bergel, who you've just been listening to, live here from One Oak Field. The weather has been interesting, shall we say. It's still very cloudy here as we look up into the skies, but the rain seems to have somehow skirted One Oak Field. Okay, great. Good. Thank you.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Las Vegas Lights FC. The captain is defender number 27, Valentin Noel. The goalkeeper, number 56, Rico Rosareno Gonzalez. Defender number 3, Nathaniel Jones. Defender number 5, Elias Garter. Defender number 20, Sean Smart. Defender number 24, Malik Howard. Midfielder number 6, Christopher Pearson. Midfielder number 14, Jonathan Rodriguez. Midfielder number 17, Patrick Lee. Midfielder number 33, Gennaro Negro. And forward number 30, Stefan Stoyanovich. The team manager for Las Vegas Lights FC is Daryl DeFranco, and the assistant coaches are Giovanni Trice and Maximiliani Rabinovich. And now here's the starting 11 for your FC. The captain is defender number 91, Abdoulaye Sissoko. The goalkeeper, number 99, Johan Peñaranda. Defender number 2, Owen Todd. Defender number 14, Arthur Rogers. Midfielder number 5, Marcos Serrano. Midfielder number 6, Boubacar Diallo. Midfielder number 12,
FC Tulsa take on a Las Vegas Lights side tonight for the 9th time in head-to-head history. There have been 2 FC Tulsa victories, both in Vegas, as well as 6 draws. We've had a little bit of weather in Tulsa, but we're set fair for this one between FC Tulsa and Las Vegas Lights FC. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oak Field. Dave Saunders, joined as always by former professional Anna Bergel. And Anna, a win for FC Tulsa tonight, and they can go top of the league.
This is really exciting for FC Tulsa. They've had the best start in franchise history. They've been really consistent. Luke Spencer's done a great job leading this team, putting themselves in a great position for playoffs.
FC Tulsa don't concede many goals, and that's because they've got quality defenders like our friend here, Lamar Batista, who's coming in to join us now. Lamar, good evening to you. Just tell us how much you're enjoying being at FC Tulsa.
Yeah, being back in Oklahoma is always nice, especially for me being a hometown kid. So I'm close to friends, family, and everyone that grew up supporting me. So it's a special feeling being back home.
Talk about just the personality and the identity of this team and what makes it so special.
Yeah, we like to try to score a lot of goals, and we like to prevent teams from scoring a lot of goals. So we focus hard throughout the weeks, defensively, limiting chances, and then going forward, just being creative.
Your defense has only given up 11 goals this season. Just talk about the chemistry that you guys have back there and what's led you to be so successful.
Yeah, I think the staff did a good job of bringing in guys that, enjoy defending and take that kind of as a personal battle and matchup and take pride in winning those duels. And so when you have a group of 5, 6, 7 guys that all are on the same page and really compete and push each other to be better in training every day, it's pretty easy.
That's Lamar Batista. Lamar, thank you for joining us. We can't wait for this one. We're going to be back after the break with those lineups and, of course, the first half call between FC Tulsa and Las Vegas Lights FC.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse.
Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going.
I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Dear future Charlie, Mom said life is full of opportunities. She also said life is full of learning new things. Really, really cool new things. And when you have the right tools, there are a lot of skills to learn. If we all do the best we possibly can, you just never know whose life might change
For the better.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Ascension St. John, who is proud to care for our community both on and off the field. Trusted for 100 years, we're here for every goal, every game, every step of the way. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford. Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 15 years running. Stop by today and get your hands on your new Ford today. Bill Knight, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome in to One Oak Field. The rain, for the moment, is staying away, and we have the home starting 11, and Anna Bergel alongside me. That's a pretty good front three of Weber, Calera and Goldthorpe.
Carrera with 7 goals this season for FC Tulsa, but the defense for FC Tulsa has been so sound, only given up 11 goals so far this season, so they'll be looking for a solid performance again this evening to help lead their team to the 3 points.
Let's have a look how Las Vegas Lights FC line up, and a welcome back in the central midfield for a former FC Tulsa player, and that's Christopher Pearson, who performed very well for FC Tulsa when he was here.
He did. Stojanovic as well, former FC Tulsa man, but Las Vegas looking for another win. They've won 3 of their last 5, so starting to try to find a rhythm, but they'll have a tough matchup here at One Oak Field against FC Tulsa.
Well, we're nearly on kickoff. Let's have a look at the injury report brought to you by OSU Medicine. And it's so good to see FC Tulsa and Las Vegas Lights have absolutely nobody on their injury report, which is good for both coaches. Las Vegas Lights coming into One Oak Field wearing all blue tonight. And there's FC Tulsa in their gold and black shirts. And you're looking at Arthur Rogers and then the goalkeeper, Arozarena, who's been in good form for Las Vegas Lights, wearing all yellow tonight, wearing 56. FC Tulsa will get us underway. Going from left to right on your screens, Dave Saunders, joined as always by Anna Bergel, and we said in the build-up that FC Tulsa with a win tonight could go top of the league, but they're up against a team that has won 3 of their last 5 in Las Vegas Lights FC. Here's Weber, Storfer, early ball into the box, takes a deflection and it will go away for a corner. And it's important for FC Tulsa, Anna, who to start well at home here at One Oak Field.
Absolutely. I mean, they want to continue the momentum that they've had all season, but especially in front of their home fans, take advantage of these games and try to get the 3 points, and a great start will help them set the tone for this match.
First, Katrina Freshmack's corner from the FC Tulsa left. Referee just having a little chat with everybody in there, the pushing and shoving, holding your ground fairly. And you can see the smoke from the early fireworks. Here's the ball into the box. There's a half shot there. It seemed to come back at it himself there, Elliot Goldthorpe. And Las Vegas Lights breaking, but Goldthorpe's won it back, wearing 37, wide on the right-hand side. Sips a nice ball into Calera. Calera tries to nutmeg the defender, just about keeps control of the football. Owen Darm out wide now to Lucas Storfer. Good start from the home side, FC Tulsa. Stooping header away. Serrata, the Brazilian, who's rather made the central midfield spot his own. Here's Rogers. Just overhit that one, and that's going to go harmlessly away. But Anna Bergel, this is a good start from FC Tulsa.
It is, and they'll definitely want to, as we mentioned, just come out, really raise the level against Las Vegas Lights FC. They've had success at home, but want to continue that, especially now as we have reached the midway point in terms of games played this season. So FC Tulsa setting their sights on the playoffs. As it currently stands, they will be pretty safely in the top 8, but still have a lot of work to do. And Dave, really with the Western Conference, it's kind of interesting. It'll be fun to see how this shakes out. Only 10 points separating the top from the bottom, so still a lot of room there for teams to make a run.
Well, there's the interim coach for Las Vegas Lights, Giovanni Troisi, who is the youngest coach in the USL Championship. He's been appointed the interim, and he's done a pretty good job since taking over. As we said, again, Las Vegas Lights winning 3 of their last 5, including a 1-0 win late on with a Knight Pickering goal in at the Indy 11. There's Calera just trying to get it down to Weber. Weber's just pulled back on the shoulder there. Jamie Weber, the only change to the starting 11. There he is. He didn't start in in Miami, but he does start tonight against Las Vegas Lights FC. Let's a look at Malik Howell. Lights underway very quickly. Welcome into all of you supporting Las Vegas Lights tonight to One Oak Field. As we said, the rain is surrounding One Oak Field. There are some dark clouds around, but at the moment, thankfully, Anna Bergel, and you've lived in Oklahoma longer than I have, they seem to be surrounding but not coming down on One Oak Field at the moment.
Getting pretty lucky, but if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes
right.
and it will change.
There's Luke Spencer enjoying his first year as head coach. He was assistant last year, and really, Anna, he's done a great job. You mentioned it in the, in the Open, and he just mucks in with everybody, and he's not afraid to make changes. He's not afraid to bring players in, and he's done a good job.
He has, and you can tell too when we've had the opportunity to talk with him that he's very level-headed. He doesn't get caught up on the highs or the lows, and just tries to stay steady with the goals that this team has. And you can tell that this team has really bought in, game out, just trying to set their sights on their goals for this season. And so far, he's done a great job leading them and putting them in a good opportunity halfway through where they have the chance to do what they want to do this season.
Owen Darm, who pretty much can play anywhere. Good layoff for Calera to Webber. Now Goldthorpe. Goldthorpe just lets the ball go underneath his feet there. It's got it back though to Serrato. Serrato now to Harvey Sinclair. Harvey Sinclair driving the ball in, hits the defender. Serrato heads it into the box with purpose. Now the men in blue, that's Las Vegas Lights FC, come forward. They look to be good on the break to Las Vegas Lights. Christopher Pearson, as we said, the former FC Tulsa man, 2 seasons with FC Tulsa, in his first action in the USA. Here's Arthur Rogers laying it into Serrato. Serrato now to Calera. Calera just tries to get past Gertig, but can't get past him. And here is the goalkeeper, the 28-year-old Cuban, Reiko Arozarena. We're in the 7th minute here at One Oak Field. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus, and also here locally in Tulsa on My 41. This match between Las Vegas Lights, who've never beaten FC Tulsa in 8 attempts. There have been 6 draws. FC Tulsa have never beaten Las Vegas Lights here at One Oak Field. Both wins have come in Vegas. 3-1 last year, 4-1 this year. Here's Harvey Sinclair, edge of the box. Can he drive it in? No, he can! Across the face of goal. And it goes away for a corner, and Harvey Sinclair has found some room. Anna Bergel wide on the FC Tulsa right.
It's really good to see how quickly FC Tulsa is changing the point of attack with accuracy and pace, and allowing Sinclair to have that space on the wings and create good opportunities for FC Tulsa. Here's another quick look, takes a good first touch inside. You see him gets his head up, and that's the type of ball you want to play, hoping for runners on the back post there, but well driven into the box. Good things will happen in a short corner here.
Serrato plays it into the box. Goldthorpe got caught there, 20 yards out, right of centre. Referee gives a free kick. Goldthorpe holds his right knee, his little smile on his face and puff of the cheeks. Here's the replay.
Ball goes up. Looks like a tough challenge from where we were. You see just the late knock and kind of an unfortunate spot there right below the knee, but just enough. Referee right on top of it. Will have to be well defended here by Las Vegas Lights at a distance that can definitely be struck right on frame.
Foul was by Johnny Rodriguez. So a free kick. There's Goldthorpe, the man fouled. Players over the wall are Marcus Serrato and Jamie Webber. Take your pick. Serrato would hit it left-footed, Webber right. Here is Serrato, left footed, curled. Oh, what a wonderful goal from the Brazilian! The shape of the shot was immaculate. He gave the goalkeeper no chance. And with 8.5 minutes gone here at One Oak Field, it's FC Tulsa 1, Las Vegas Lights FC 0.
What an unbelievable strike for his first goal of the season for FC Tulsa. You couldn't have hit it any better than that. Left-footed in-swinger, curled just inside that far post. Nothing Rosarina really could do there. It was struck with such pace. And FC Tulsa off to an electric start here at One Oak Field.
You know, this coach can do no wrong, because if my memory serves, I think both home and away, I can't remember Serrato taking a free kick, not even in the picture, you know, but he was there with Jamie Webber, and it was 1 from 2, and he fancied it, and boy, did he curl it beautifully into the net, and he beats that man there, Rosarina. And there is Serrato, who can do no wrong, getting a touch on to Carrera, who plays that to Harvey Sinclair, but that's a good tackle. Tackle coming in from Gennaro Negro, who's just kicked the ball away there. No yellow card, he just has, referee has a little chat with him. Arthur Rogers with the plaited hair. Just around about 10 yards inside the Las Vegas half. He switches it across to Lucas Storfer. Storfer was signed in April from Lexington Soccer Club. Bit of a FC Tulsa connection with Lexington, with, of course, Elliot Goldthorpe on loan from Lexington, and a team they've played twice, FC Tulsa, this season. Let's have a look at the keys to the game with Anna Bergel.
Yeah, and FC Tulsa with Luke Spencer coming in, wanting to take advantage and be efficient in front of goal, finishing those chances, which they've been able to do so far with the set pieces, and definitely didn't want to allow Las Vegas Lights to set that pace of the game. And so far, you see Las Vegas have success on the break, but FC Tulsa, up to this point, has done a decent job of that and converting set pieces. So far, they've done that. That's something Luke Spencer, coming into this game, really wanted to have a point of emphasis on, and up to this point, FC Tulsa's done a great job executing their game plan.
1-0 then to FC Tulsa, first of the season for the Brazilian central midfielder Marcus Serrato, who's in his first season with FC Tulsa, the 31-year-old. Here's Negro. Good ball infield. And away by Boubacar Diallo. Christopher Pearson's ball from the midfield, not quite reaching the front three. It's a good response from Las Vegas Lights here, who've got control of the ball. Long raking ball out to the right-hand side. Wonderful piece of skill. Got to be careful as Storfer. Chance, Stojanovic overhead kick just wide. Well, the former FC Tulsa man nearly scored a spectacular goal there after some wonderful play on the right. Let's have a look at this again.
Really great creativity from Las Vegas Lights here. Ball gets played in, and then Stojanovic says, why not? Right around the penalty area, goes just wide. Doesn't force Peñaranda to make a save, but definitely something for him to think about.
The wonderful play to get the ball to Stojanovic came from Sean Smart, the 21-year-old who's made more than 30 appearances for Las Vegas Lights. But wonderful play from Stojanovic, who was transferred from FC Tulsa. Really, you know, he always tried very, very hard for FC Tulsa, but he wasn't quite making the starting 11, and so for his career he needed to move on, and he seems to be fitting in very well at Las Vegas. Good overhead kick, just wide of the target. Of course, Johan Peñaranda will know Stojanovic pretty well. Here's Boubacar Diallo, who's played the most minutes in an FC Tulsa shirt this season. Serrato, the goal scorer. Here's the South African Jamie Webber. Was not pulled over, says the referee. Pearson was dispossessed. I think Patrick Leal there wanted a free kick. FC Tulsa playing with a lot of confidence. Here's Serrato to Webber. Now Goldthorpe into the area, just couldn't reach the outstretched leg of Teddy Carrera, but they're playing well, FC Tulsa here.
And you can tell the movement off the ball, the runs in, overlapping runs, that's translating from the training ground into gameplay, and you can tell that the fluidity of the front three is really coming together. This one just a bit too far, not able to fully execute on that final pass, but FC Tulsa's had some really good moments where you can tell they're playing with a lot of trust in each other and understand the runs and where to find them.
A.B. Sissoko's not really had too many touches of the ball. Now he's giving it away here. And talking of giving it away, Las Vegas Lights couldn't combine. Wagera Signs are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organisation's consultation. 1-0 the score. He's happy. Luke Spencer, the home coach. And there is Johan Peñaranda, who's had a very good season in an FC Tulsa shirt. Johan Peñaranda was on the bench in week 2, and then he was nominated for Save of the Week in week 15. As the ball's into the area, header, goal! Webber makes it 2! Wonderful delivery from Rogers for the assist, and Jamie Webber from close in couldn't believe it. He heads it home, and no wonder he's going there to St. Clair. It's FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 0.
FC Tulsa continuing to keep their foot on the gas. St. Clair creating himself just enough space to whip in a really dangerous ball. We've seen him do this all season long, and Webber just slots in between those two defenders. Tough to track there, finds himself with a bit of space and able to just guide that ball into the back post. Well executed play from FC Tulsa as they extend their lead to 2 here at One Oak Field.
And Harvey Sinclair has done really well down that right-hand side. He's really pushing forward. Of course, FC Tulsa playing with that 3, Anna. It gives him the ability to play really as a right wing-back, doesn't it? Boubacar Diallo, no foul in the middle, but he's able to push really high in tonight's game.
And when you have that freedom as really a wing-back or an outside mid, however you want to call it, it's really establishing yourself in those moments and forcing the opponents to have to defend you, and he's done that so far early in this game, and it gives this defense something extra to think about. And obviously with the skill that he has and the delivery that he's able to do, it just brings an extra dimension to this front 3 and this attack for FC Tulsa.
Jamie Webber's first league goal in an FC Tulsa shirt, and really, if you're an attacker, Anna, I mean, you couldn't wish for a better delivery than that, could you?
No, and when you have someone like him, he's generally very consistent with the delivery and able to pick out where those runs are. But it's also important with Webber timing that run correctly, being able to slot in behind and find that space to have a clear header. And you can tell FC Tulsa, as far as we've talked about the success that they've had defensively, but on the attacking front, there have been games throughout the season where they haven't scored as many goals as some of the other teams have, and you can tell in this game they've come out with that extra intensity in the attacking third, and it has really proven well for them so far here in the first 20 minutes or so.
Well, it's funny you should say about goals at home, because obviously last time out they won 4-1 against Chattanooga Red Wolves in the Jägermeister Cup. But that's the first time FC Tulsa has scored 2 home league goals in the same game. So they're really off to a flyer here. We're in the 19th minute and it's 2-0. Of course, they did score 4 against Las Vegas Lights in that 4-1 win back on April the 19th. A lot has changed since then for both teams, but now Las Vegas Lights have got to pick themselves up, and they will not want to concede a third one quickly here. It was good run forward by Valentin Noel, but in the end it goes all the way through to Johan Peñaranda. Well, from the ER to orthopedics to brain surgery, Ascension St John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St John. A little bit of pushing and shoving, but Elias Gertig was adjudged to have been fair in that one. I think he wins another header. Plays in the centre of the 3, does Gertig, the 22-year-old Dane. He's been ever present in the lineup for Las Vegas Lights FC this season. Here's Pearson. Leal. Infield to Noel. Rodriguez goes back to Howell and then Gertig building from the back. That's a good ball. Space. Shot coming in. Palmed away. Second ability here. And in the end, Johan Peñaranda, who made the first save. It did go back to Smart, who did the right thing, Anna, pulling it back into the area. But in the end, they couldn't force it home.
Great job from Las Vegas Lights to follow up on that initial strike, try to make something happen, but you see the frustration there from Smart, just not able to get a clean look on it in front of goal, right in and around the 6-yard box, and Peñaranda able to scoop it up. But something to think about, the long-range efforts as FC Tulsa back on the other end.
Can they get a third? Good ball into the box away. It's going to come as far as Harvey Sinclair, assister of the second goal. Calera. Away by Christopher Pearson. One back quickly. Diallo, who does that blue-collar work in the centre of the midfield with Serrato. Owen Darm. Cleverly back to Boubacar Diallo. Good turn by Weber, but the defender did just enough then, Malik Howell, to get him away from the ball. Harvey Sinclair has been pulled down. I want to talk to you, Anna, about Owen Darm, who's a very versatile player. As FC Tulsa have a free kick, he's playing really, you'd say, in the left of the 3, but it's very clever the way that he drifts into the midfield, picks up balls and really assists Stauffer. It's almost like they play 2 wing-backs. It's very clever the way they do that. Very good in defence as well. Quick player who's got a couple of goals we've seen this season. He's a good player, and it's good coaching again for the position. I'll come back to you in just a moment, because here's the ball hitting the defender. Serrato, scorer of that first goal from the free kick. Here's Stauffer. Sissoko stayed up there. It's off Howell for a corner. Owen Darm, good player, good tactics from the coach.
And when you have the ability and freedom that he has to drift in those spaces, it makes it so tough for teams to defend. And he's found some success this season when he's able to get high and be that added player into the attack. And he's been recognized for it. I think one of the mid-season awards, he's nominated for Young Player of the Year. So the league is starting to take notice, but he's done a great job coming in, establishing himself and becoming a key part of both sides of the field.
Arthur Rogers got the corner short, but he got himself in a bit of a tangle, and away come Las Vegas Lights here, trying to get on the board and halve the deficit. They trail by 2-0. Rogers holds his hand up, but it's typical him. He came back and won the ball back for his team. FC Tulsa currently sitting in second place behind New Mexico. New Mexico play Charleston. That one kicking off just about now. Rodriguez. Smart, who's had a good start to this game, wide on the right-hand side. Howell. Ball worked all the way back to Arozarena, who clears left-footed up towards the front line. Stojanovic heads it on. Booted away by A.B. Suzuka, the captain. Again, Stojanovic looking for that run through, but it's away by the FC Tulsa defence, who we said at the top of the programme have only conceded 11 goals this season, so it's a bit of an uphill task here for Las Vegas Lights, who've conceded the goals early. Sinclair does well, and I guess, Anna, that's the one thing in their favour. You go 2-0 down, but the goals have been scored early, so plenty of time for them to get back in this one.
Right, and you know, it puts them in a tough position and it changes the dynamic when you're having to chase the game a bit. But with that, they'll have to take more risks, especially this early in the game, being down 2 goals. And they want to turn things around, as we've talked about. They've been in decent form these last few games, so still plenty of time for them. And they've had some good spells of possession as well. And on the break, they've been able to have chances, and they're definitely not lacking in creativity in the final third, as we've seen. So just need to string a few passes together, be more efficient in front of goal, but 1 goal quickly from them, and this is an entirely different game.
Goals officially timed on the 9th minute, Marcus Serrato's free kick, and then Weber heading in from close in 7 minutes later on 16. And now in the 26th minute, 2-0. We're enjoying a bit more of the possession now as well at Las Vegas Lights. Here's Leal. Right-footed ball, he's overcooked that one, and that will be away. As we can tell you, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. It's Patrick Leal, the 22-year-old, born in Massachusetts. It's his 11th start. There's the interim coach. We'll be looking on, thinking, where are they going to get this goal to get them back in the game? Johan Peñaranda with the goal kick, kept in well by Storfer, who scoops it forward towards the front line, nodded on by Clara. Now Clara nearly got it back from Goldthorpe. Those two are working pretty well together, Anna Bergel. And throw in, you know, Jamie Webber. It's a good front three, isn't it?
It is, and you can tell, especially in this game, we've alluded to it a few times, but the runs in behind, the runs off the ball, you can tell those three really have a good rhythm going. And Goldthorpe, even though, you know, the goals coming from St. Clair coming in, but he's done a great job getting in the mix, and he can be really dangerous when in open space.
Ball back from Rogers to Peñaranda. That one's forward. Well, the USL on CBS kicks off in July with a hot showdown in the Championship Eastern Conference. Last season's final runner-up Rhode Island FC takes on Northeast rival Hartford Athletic on Saturday, July the 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can catch it all on CBS. Negro there, thought he should have had a foul. Harvey Sinclair not adjudged to a foul. Throw in from Gertig will go back to Arozarena. He's had 7 clean sheets in 12 starts. Obviously won't get one today, but he's a pretty good goalkeeper, is Reiko. Long raking ball, looking for Smart, who's quick. with Storfer. Smart keeps it in. Good play from him. Twisting and turning. Ball into the box. Player goes down on the edge of the box. Harvey Sinclair will bring it out. Serato. Owen Darm coming out of that back three, as I was alluding to just a few moments ago. Owen Darm, who came on loan from Louisville City and then was signed this season by FC Tulsa. Scored a really nice goal against Oakland Roots. That's 2 for the season. It's interesting with the 2 goal scorers tonight, Anna, Serato and Weber, as Stojanovic comes forward down the left for the Lights. Here is the former FC Tulsa man, Leal. You know, you look at, take Calera out of the picture. He's got, 11 league and cup goals, 7 in the cup. He's the 7 in the league, and he's the penalty taker. But this man on the ball, who's going to have another run here. Weber looking for his second on the night. Oh, unselfish ball. Diallo, can he hit 1 for 3? It's into the side netting. Some of the crowd thought it was in. Diallo holds head in hand. Bit of a smile there, because he knows that was an opportunity as the rain falls here at One Oak Field, and it must have taken a deflection away on the half-hour mark.
A great build-up again from FC Tulsa. Good vision from Carrera and Weber. Unselfish to slot that ball across, but just not able to put that one back on frame is Diallo. But the slight deflection and a corner kick opportunity upcoming here for FC Tulsa.
Short corner, Katrina Freshmack's corner. Scoot back here to Goldthorpe. Luckily it goes out wide. Comes off the defender, loops into the box again, and Sissoko with the push. But it was a really good breakaway from FC Tulsa, an unselfish play from Jamie Weber. And the point I was going to make, Anna, was that the goals have really been shared around, and you get 2 guys tonight who get on the score sheet in the league for the first time.
And I think that's great. I mean, you want to be able to spread the wealth and be able to, score from anywhere, but it's important, especially at this stage in the season, as you mentioned, a few of these players' first goals of the season, to build that confidence, because when you're playing with that joy and confidence in the final third, good things happen, as opposed to if you're, playing frustrated or trying to force it. And so FC Tulsa, you can tell, in a really good rhythm right now in the attacking third, and will want to continue to build on that.
2-0 the score. Goals in the 9th and 16th minute. But here comes Leal. Deflected shot, and it's gone in. The goal will go to Johnny Rodriguez. The comeback is on for Las Vegas Lights. It took a deflection, nothing Peñaranda could do. And with 32 minutes gone here at One Oak Field, it's FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 1.
And for Las Vegas Lights FC to get back in this game, we knew they were going to have to get this next goal to cut the deficit in half. And we'll get another look here at the replay. But Rodriguez does a great job keeping his feet, not losing his footing, understanding where the goal is, and getting that shot off. Takes a deflection off of St. Clair. Nothing that Peñaranda can do there. But Dave, to their credit, they've had some really good spells of possession. They've continued to put some pressure on and have had a good response since going down 2 goals, and have a goal now to show for it.
Johnny Rodriguez, that's his 6th of the season. He is the top goal scorer for his club. It did take a deflection. Nobody will mind too much about that. 2-1 game on. As we said, the rain now falling. Pearson. Nathaniel Jones. Rogers battling away with Leal. Now Pearson. Malik Howell. Smart is tackled by Storfer, but the assistant referee has signalled that there's going to be a free kick. Storfer thinks it's gone his way, but it's actually gone the way of Las Vegas Lights FC here, who have another chance to get the ball into the box.
And as you see that rain coming down, it will definitely change how this game is played. The ball will be very slick. The pace of play will move quicker, and especially on opportunities like this, you'll expect that ball to skid very quickly. So something that Peñaranda defenders will have to be mindful of here with this delivery.
Everybody back, apart from the two-man wall outside the box. Peñaranda double punch away. Now Weber. Long ball forward, chased by Taylor Carrera. Cleverly back though to the keeper, who scoops it away. Storfer wins a header for FC Tulsa. Serrato from the halfway line forward. Smart back there battling away for his team. Here's Boubacar Diallo, who had that opportunity. It was deflected away for a corner just a few moments ago. 10 minutes to go till half time. Sissoko. Both these teams, Anna, wanting to play the game in the right way. There's been no really bad tackles, and they're both trying to play the ball well. The possession stats go slightly in favour of Las Vegas Lights, but it's a good game to watch, isn't it? And you know, has produced 3 goals, and nobody would bet against more goals in this game.
And Las Vegas Lights really had a good response after going down 2 goals. They were able to collect themselves, kind of absorb that initial pressure, and then found themselves being able to string a few passes together, get in behind and find some opportunities, and now have a goal to show for it in Rodriguez. But we've seen FC Tulsa have success switching the point of attack. So each team kind of have their different nuances of what they, you know, have to be successful. But it's been fun to watch these two trying to play possession, keep the ball on the ground. And the pace of play, as we mentioned, will likely continue to get a bit quicker. Really exposed technique in this game is FC Tulsa on the break.
Yeah, now here's Harvey Sinclair having to stretch his legs here to get to this one. Looks for support, gets it in the shape of Serrato. Rogers cleverly stepped up from the back line. Harvey Sinclair into the box, keeper fisted away. Rogers still in the box. Sinclair, the two Englishmen combining there. Low ball into the box, to the back of the box. Here's Weber, scorer of the second goal. Diallo could hit one from here. Just opened up just for a moment there. Storfer playing it short here to Diallo. It's been driven wide. Boubacar Diallo. Storfer inside the box. Shoots! Just wide of the target, but the opportunities are coming here for both sides. But FC Tulsa with that last opportunity from Lucas Storfer.
Stauffer had a great first touch there to set himself up. We'll get another look here quickly at the replay, but just cuts inside, takes away Pearson there with an open shot. But that one goes just wide to the near post.
As we tell you that Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials and more. Select the player's choice. 2-1. Great game of football that we're seeing here at One Oak Field. Negro, the 25-year-old. Pearson wins ahead of Elliot Goldthorpe. Now, Taylor Carrera there felt he was pulled back, and he was. And we're going to see the first Lacourse Law yellow card. There's some questioning from Valentin Noel, the Las Vegas Lights captain, Luke Spencer, possibly inquiring if there was more there than a yellow. He was a long way from goal, and I think you have to be denying a goal-scoring opportunity, and I think when you're on the circumference of the centre circle, Anna, it's a long way out. A lot can happen between you and the goal.
No, I would agree. I think the referee there stopping a promising attack.
Goldthorpe into the box, and again there's Smart back there to head it away for another Katrina Freshmex corner for FC Tulsa. With 6 minutes to go till half time. Just to remind you again, the USL on CBS kicks off July with a hot showdown in the Championship Eastern Conference. Last season's final runner-up, Rhode Island FC, takes on Northeast rival Hartford Athletic on Saturday, July the 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern, right there on CBS. Jamie Webber in the rain, both arms aloft to the back post. Owen Darm heads it back into the area, gets it back. Darm here, goes for goal! And it rebounds away for a throw into FC Tulsa. It's all action stuff here, and the defender really felt that one. And that is Malik Howell wearing 24. Let's see the replay here, Anna.
So important for the knockdowns on these corner kicks. You see the initial header from Owen Dom, and the strike gets all of this one so quickly. Brave defending. He's slow to get up after that play, but hopefully looks to be okay here.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. Ball into a mixed penalty area. It goes away for another throw into FC Tulsa. Good end to this half. It's been pretty frenetic stuff for nearly 41 minutes here. Hope you're enjoying this one as much as we are here on ESPN Plus and also here locally in Tulsa on My 41. As Harvey Sinclair throws into the area, defender goes down, and the referee said there was a push, and it'll be a free kick. Well, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Ball headed on, only as far as Storfer. Howell, who's recovered, cuts that one out, and it's won back by Noel, who finds Howell. Gartig, who got the Lacoste Law yellow card for pulling back Calera, confirmed. Here he is, the Dane. Throw in from Smart, gets it straight back from Leal. Storfer away. Good work from Goldthorpe to Webber. Webber lays off to Diallo. Diallo under good pressure here. Darm boots it away, and that will be curling out and back in, so it'll be a throw into Las Vegas Lights, and we're already underway with just over 2 minutes to go. Beautiful rainbow over the stadium here tonight. It's been a strange weather day in Tulsa. No delay to kick off, and hopefully no delays tonight during the game. And it would be a shame if there was, Anna, because it's it's really a great game of football that we're seeing here at One Oak Field. Anna Bergel alongside me in enjoying this one. You know, three good goals, and both teams, as I said earlier, playing the game in the right way.
Definitely, and FC Tulsa fans braving the weather. Some have taken cover up under the concourse now with the rain, but liking what they see so far. As you mentioned, Dave, first time this season they've seen 2 home goals
So looking forward to more, and I'd imagine we'll see some between these two the way they've been playing.
Ball back with the goalkeeper, Arizarena, who's been beaten by a very fine free kick from Marcus Serrato and then a close-in header from Webber. Here's Goldthorpe going for three. Goldthorpe open up a little bit. He goes round one, he goes down in the box. Referee says nothing. Just wondering whether if Goldthorpe had that play back again, Anna, when it opened up, maybe he could have shot towards goal.
There was a diagonal run in front of him as well that happened quickly, halted, but you're right, the decision making had to happen really quickly, but just not able to execute on it. But quickly back on the other end here is Las Vegas.
Chance inside the box, and it's away to Liao, who again finds this one. Back from Noel into the box. Two players go down. Rogers for FC Tulsa. And the referee will need to stop play here. And that unfortunate man is Negro. Well, I'll tell you what, there's brave and there's brave. Look at that, Anna. Those fans have said, we are putting our blanket down, we are going to watch this game of football, come rain or shine. The lady on the left, I think, has got the sensible thing with the umbrella there.
It's usually how it goes, Dave. Think of things like this. You know, they came out in full force, regardless of the weather.
Well, the result is it's going to be a throw-in, which Johnny Rodriguez wants to take. He has said,
that's commitment, Dave.
Yeah, that's commitment. No umbrellas there. I hope they're enjoying this game.
It's a family affair.
The players are doing their best for you fans, I promise. Players will get a welcome break in 2 minutes. We're playing one more minute of Tulsa Tech stoppage time before the players will go in for 15 minutes in the dry. Gertig. Smart to Howell. Liao. Christopher Pearson. Gartig forward. Chested down by Rodriguez, who's got somewhat of a free role tonight. Now, is there a chance late on here for Las Vegas Lights? There certainly is! Oh, that's a wonderful goal. He had to do a lot of work there. And that is a very, very fine finish. And in stoppage time, Sean Smart, who's had a wonderful first half, gets Las Vegas Lights second. It's FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 2.
You said it, Dave. He's had an outstanding first half, but Las Vegas Lights just continuing to find a way to break through. The strength from Smart to keep that ball on his side, able to slot that home, but also the vision from Negro. Great ball in behind, excellent first touch, well executed from Las Vegas Lights, and they find themselves level here heading into halftime.
Sean Smart's first goal of the season was the last kick of this first half. It's delicately poised here at 2-2, and what a game of football we've seen in that 47 minutes. I mean, 4 goals, but more than that, you know, other chances. And fair play to the opposition, who went 2 goals down early, one from that man there, Jamie Webber, but they stuck in it, and they deserve to be going in at 2-2.
Absolutely, they had a great response after going down. FC Tulsa scored 2 really quality goals, but they couldn't take their foot off the gas. They had to continue fighting, but Las Vegas Lights, to their credit, kept possession, really edged out the possession later in that first half. And just the fight and grit from this team to come back and level things heading into halftime. Excited to see what the second half has in store.
I'll tell you what, stay with us. We've got a lot to get through, including the highlights of what you've just seen in the Williams halftime show. We're going to break now with the score. FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 2.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
Well, in the head-to-head series, these two have drawn 6 matches between them. We can't have another one tonight, can we? Half-time, FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 2.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
Week 19 of USL Championship play is upon us, and USL All Access welcomes Monterey Bay head coach Jordan Stewart to the show. He discusses how he rebuilt the entire roster in one off-season. What does the legend Didier Drogba have to say about it? Loudoun United's golden child, Abdulatif Abukora, talks, should he be considered the Young Player of the Year? And do we think that he will finish as the Golden Ball winner? CBS Sports Network previews and more.
Well, what a game we are having. Half-time here. We've seen 4 goals, 2-2 between these two rivals who, as I said, have drawn before this one 6 times in a head-to-head series. Let's have a look at the standings. We said that FC Tulsa had a chance of certainly knocking on the door of first place, Anna, and as it stands, they were in 4th place before kick-off, and as you said, there aren't many points top to bottom, 10 to be precise.
No, there's still a lot of opportunity for these teams to make their way heading into the back half of the season. As a reminder, we said the top 8 will make it into playoffs. The top 4 will host a playoff game. So FC Tulsa currently sitting where they would like to be, but definitely want to vie for that top spot. Las Vegas Lights FC currently just inside the top 8. So they're definitely looking to find those points here, especially a win on the road could really help them. As Dave, they've been in great form, and as we mentioned, this is that point in the season where it's just important to make a run. Who's hot? Who has that momentum closing in on the regular season?
Let's have a look at the scores from around the leagues tonight. And there is a delay to that kickoff between New Mexico and Charleston. It is currently San Antonio who, in that graphic before the scores, were in second place. They're drawing 0-0 after 25 minutes with Tampa Bay. Sacramento, they kick off against El Paso at 10 o'clock local time tonight. Oakland Roots as well against Phoenix Rising, and I can tell you that a late Lexington goal there in Miami means it's 1-1, and they're playing the 95th minute. And yesterday, Monterey Bay, who are in town here in FC Tulsa next Wednesday, they won that one by 2-1 against Orange County. Let's have a look then at the news and notes. And moving on up, the Tampa Bay Rowdies hired 2 League One players. Shield winner Dominic Casieto from Union Omaha as the club's new head coach. There's been some record attendances. El Paso Locomotive 8,432 and Rhode Island 10,749 celebrated club record attendances last week. Well done to both of those 2 great football teams. And the cup draw next Friday, you can watch that live for the USL Jägermeister Cup knockouts on CBS Sports Galazzo next Friday, July the 18th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, that will be after the last games, which will be played at the end of July. So, lots to look forward to in the Jägermeister Cup there on the Galazzo Sports Network. Well, we need to go to break. When we come back, we'll show you how those goals went in with the half-time score, FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights FC 2.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies, to cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world, it takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford, and we're proud to be part of the Tulsa community and Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 16 years, providing you with unmatched sales and ownership experience. We're grateful for the trust and support you've shown us, making our continued growth and success possible. Here's to 16 years of sales leadership and many more to come.
Join us at Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, 96th and Memorial, and home of the Knight Advantage.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Ascension St. John. Illness and injuries don't wait, neither do we. Ascension St. John is here when you need us. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. By Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage. And by Williams. We make clean energy happen. Well, let's run the highlights now. And Anna Bergel alongside me. It didn't take long for FC Tulsa to get up and running in this one. 9 minutes to be precise.
What an entertaining first half. Serrato with his first goal of the season, just an electric set piece, and that was the point of emphasis coming into tonight's game. Luke Spencer wanting to take advantage of those moments, and Serrato does just that. St. Clair, we know how dangerous he can be on the wings. Outstanding delivery. Weber able to guide that ball in with his head on the back post, but FC Tulsa looked to be flying offensively here in this first half, Dave, but Las Vegas Lights settled in and were able to find some answers on the other end as the first half continued to develop.
Yeah, FC Tulsa were banging on the door for a third, but then the Lights did this.
And Rodriguez able to keep his footing here off of a deflection. Peñaranda not able to get to it, but Rodriguez leading his team with 6 goals on the season, able to cut the deficit in half, but then Las Vegas Lights just continued to find ways to get in behind, and Dave Smart had such a good first half. He was so creative, able to get in behind, and does really well there in traffic to slot that one away and find the equalizer just seconds before the first half came to a close.
Let's have a look at the stats of the first half, which makes pretty
exposed, it will skip, so really just have to be cognizant of that. So when you're in that attack, just take those advantages and try to take advantage of those moments. Because of the way that the weather is, follow up on shots against goalkeepers. They'll spill the ball. It's just really difficult in these environments. And both teams, the pace of play, Dave, in the first half, the intensity was really high, so it'll be interesting to see if they can continue that here in the second half.
Away we go then, with Johnny Rodriguez playing the ball down the left-hand side. Here's Smart, who held off Sissoko very well to score that second goal. Elliot Goldthorpe, who had a busy first half. Johan Peñaranda. Welcome back then to the action on ESPN Plus and also My41 here locally in Tulsa, with FC Tulsa with Storfer running down the left-hand side, but a sliding challenge from Gertig there, the Dane, who got a yellow card for his troubles in the first half, and now a free kick. I think the benches here, Anna, are going to play a big part as well for both teams, as the players tire, and we always wonder around about the hour mark, 65-minute mark, and those subs could also be crucial in a game like this.
Absolutely, and especially you talk about the point in the game where legs get tired, but at this point in the season as well, both teams coming into tonight's games, thankfully with no players on that injury reserve list, so coaches will want to keep that the way that it is, but substitutes
make a huge impact in games like this. And it's been different for FC Tulsa this season because they do have the depth that they haven't had in the past. So that's something that Luke Spencer will likely look to here as they try to find this next goal.
Here's Jones. Laying the ball into Christopher Pearson. He scoops it forward. Sizoko's underneath this one to head away. Diallo and Serato cleaning up for FC Tulsa in the centre of the park, as they often do. Good layoff from Weber to Storfer. Weber gets it back. The South African, score of his first league goal. Displaying the ball from left to right to Goldthorpe, the man from Leeds. He goes down, and the referee, with no help from the AR, says it was a free kick to FC Tulsa. Did you like playing in the rain, Anna Bergel?
I will say it kind of aided to my strengths. I wasn't very tall. I had to rely on my technique, and so when the ball was moving quickly, it helped me. But that's not to say that it was not super fun to be drenched in rain and trying to move around, and it just changes the whole game, as we've seen.
It's Serato's ball into the box. Rosarina managing to get that one at the second attempt. Somebody's lost a cleat there, a boot, in the 6-yard box. Well, growing up in England, if you didn't play in the rain, you wouldn't play at all. So it does have its pluses, doesn't it? I mean, it's, you know, as you said, the ball goes across the grass quite quickly. Can catch people out, though, you know. As you said, a bounce of a ball past a defender can put a striker in. It does add a little bit of spice to the game. Owen Darm to Storfer. Taylor Carrera managing to get past the defender, but it did come off him. FC Tulsa's bench is El Medkar, who could feature up front. Stefan Lukic, who always makes an impact from the bench. Patrick Segrist, Andrew Booth, Giordano Coley, and young Anthony Harper and Delence Pierre. So plenty of options for Luke Spencer. Good ball from Rodriguez. Cleared away. Las Vegas Lights have Amita, the goalkeeper, then Budadi, Gannon, Zhao, O'Driscoll, Peters and Pickering. Here's Howell, infield to Gartig, back to Howell. Good tackle from Jamie Webber. Well, everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. Nobody's gone home.
No, they're sticking it out.
That family's still up on the grassy bank over there with the umbrella and the blanket. They are refusing to give in.
I will say, I was looking at the ball girls down there too. They have no reprieve, but they're sticking it out, waiting for their moment.
Yep, shout out for the. There you go. That's the sensible option. As long as there's nobody sat behind you. Can't see through the umbrella. Down to Storfer. Doesn't seem to be affecting the players. It's a great game of football, this one. Now here's Calera. Just gone wide. Pulls it back. Goldthorpe doesn't get enough on it. And it goes through to the goalkeeper, Arazarina.
Carrera finding a bit of space there. He can be that spark for FC Tulsa, as we've seen throughout the season. 7 goals so far, so they'll look to him in those moments to try to get things going offensively. But Goldthorpe just not able to get a clean strike on that one, but better from FC Tulsa here.
Had a quick look at the drum of the 83 United fan group, who are always here, come rain or shine. it is a throw-in for Las Vegas Lights. Well, the USL on ESPN2. Watch July 18th as Eastern Conference rivals battle it out on the field. Detroit City FC take on Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC in a fight to grab points and move up the standings. Friday, July 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. We hope you're enjoying this one on ESPN Plus and here on My41 here in Tulsa. At the moment, these two teams battling out a 4-goal draw. They have had a 2-2 draw, these two. And as we said, they've drawn 6 times in the 8-game series. But you just feel there's more to come between these two. Here's a low-driven ball straight to Johan Peñaranda. Well, Las Vegas Lights are currently 8th. They played 15. They've won 5, drawn 3 and lost 7. They've scored 12 goals now in the season. They have conceded 22. 18 points for their efforts. Wins at Indy 11, a late night Pickering goal to win that one. Monterey Bay 2-0 at home. Rodriguez with a couple. Lou City, a 1-0 famous victory this season at home. And then 2 wins home and away against Orange County. 3 wins in the last 5. Free kick to FC Tulsa, right in front of the 4th official. Clever from Stauffer to Weber. Stauffer wants it back again. Howell was there. Throw into FC Tulsa. More umbrellas. Stauffer holds the left arm aloft, as you can see in our shot there. Comes up to the white line, throws it into the box. It's flicked on beautifully by Sissoko. And now a ball down the centre of the field. Got to be careful. Leal gets onto that one. Up against Sinclair. Been driven wide. Still has the ball for the men in blue tonight. Las Vegas Lights FC. Good interchange. Still they attack. And that one is just going to go away harmlessly for a goal kick. But it's a good start to the second half. Johan Peñaranda.
Now we've had a lot of goals this game, Dave. FC Tulsa obviously with home fans watching them here, but a watch party at Freedom Beat in downtown Grand cheering on Las Vegas Lights FC. So they've seen 2 goals so far in this game, watching from afar, but obviously hoping to see a few more here in the second half.
Yeah, their team responded well. They were 2-0 down if you're joining us late, as Jones turns away and clears the danger. Goals from Serrato and then Weber in the 9th and 16th minutes respectively. Here is Weber, scorer of that second goal. And there's Smart to clear. And then Rodriguez on 32 minutes, bring it back to 2-1, and then right on the stroke of half-time, Sean Smart on the ball there, just slipping it through, getting it back here, made it 2-2. Las Vegas Lights have come out slightly the stronger side in the second half, you'd say. Knocking the ball around well in a very wet One Oak field. FC Tulsa did have a 2-2 draw last Saturday in Miami. Now the ball's broken well for Calera here. Diallo wants the throw in. Diallo will get the throw in. Luke Spencer will act as ball boy. Luke Spencer there with the coat on. It's that kind of night. Here's Taylor Carrera onto his right foot, hits one. Might have hit Webber or Jones, take your pick. Here's Leal now breaking forward down the right hand side. The freedom of One Oak Field at the moment. Smart, the willing runner to the outside of him, but he goes infield. Here's Gartic. There's a chance and a really good tackle inside the box. FC Tulsa survived that little scare. Into the box it comes again. Played out now, looking to bounce kindly here for Calera, who's under pressure from Gertig, who's not given a lot of space around tonight. Takes the throw in. But the referee will stop proceedings because there's going to be our first Sweet Shots substitution, and on will come Yunus Budadi, and he's going to replace number 24 Malik Howell. And how about this from FC Tulsa? They're going to make 3 substitutions. Anna Bergel, and Luke Spencer's never afraid of making early substitutions, and that's just what he's doing now.
No, he's not. And especially when you bring in multiple players at once, it really can change how the team gels and how the team plays together. But we've seen multiple times throughout this season where he's done that, and it's been successful. They have the fluidity of the substitutions, and they've been able to keep that consistency and raise the level with players that come off the bench. So we've seen that before. I'd imagine that's obviously what he expects here from these 3 coming on.
That will not happen right this second. Here is Serato. He's overhit that one. That's going to roll away from Goldthorpe. And now Jones will have to wait, because we will have those 3 Sweet Shots substitutions. Off will come Lucas Storfer. Delence-Pierre will come on at the back. Khalil El-Medkar will come on, and Elliot Goldthorpe will be replaced by Stefan Lukic. So that will allow Owen Darm, one would have thought, Anna, to push further forward on the left-hand side. Delence-Pierre, a quality defender. Of course, he won the championship last season with Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and he settled in very well. We had him on the top of the program last time here. Quality defender to bring on at this stage. And as I said, Owen Darm will step a little bit further forward on the left.
Right, give him some more freedom. El-Medkar, another player coming into the fray that we've seen, Dave, a few times come in and immediately make an impact offensively, even scoring goals, making a difference. So that's something that Luke Spencer likely expects from him, to bring that spark as well.
Yunus Budadi came on for Las Vegas Lights, and he is a quality defender. Born in Belgium, was represented Morocco at youth level. Is Boubacar Diallo. Diallo, the Senegalese man, played the most minutes for FC Tulsa. Ball is loose here in the midfield, tidied up by Serato. Goes back to Johan Peñaranda, who's been beaten twice tonight. Diallo trying to get it through here to Owen Darn, but it's good defending from Smart, who seems to be everywhere. Score of that second goal to bring us back to the current score 2-2. Yal, clever ball this, plenty of space inside the box, clipped towards the far post, hand from Johan Peñaranda, not enough to keep it out with the follow-up shot, and Las Vegas Lights have taken the lead in the 63rd minute. It is FC Tulsa 2, Las Vegas Lights 3.
We alluded to how tough it was with the rain, but this was just quality play from Las Vegas Lights. The chipped ball in, Peñaranda trying to punch this one away, but Smart, good positioning, just able to knock that one back on frame. And Las Vegas Lights FC completing the comeback, finding themselves in front here.
The first time FC Tulsa have conceded more than 2 goals this season. 3-2. And Smart gets his second of the season and his second on the night. Game on now. How will FC Tulsa respond to that? Lukic, who's just come on as a substitute, has not touched the ball. And he's going to have to kick off for the 3rd time after that 3rd goal for FC Tulsa. Ball forward towards Calera. Away by Smart, who's on a hat-trick now, of course. There's an offside, as we tell you that Tulsa Spine and Rehab are a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. There's a ball into the area. It's loose here for Calera. Calera now. Can he shoot? He can! Oh, he's hit the post! How unlucky for Taylor Carrera, FC Tulsa's top goal scorer. He beat the keeper all ends up, but he couldn't beat the left-hand upright. It remains 3-2 to the visitors.
Carrera trying to take matters into his own hands here. Well struck, low and away to that far post, but just unlucky to hit the frame. Another look at it here. First touch, gives himself a bit of space. He knows exactly where the goal is.
Well, don't forget that USL on CBS game kicks off in July with that hot showdown in the Championship Eastern Conference. Last season's final runners-up Rhode Island FC takes on Northeast rival Hartford Athletic on Saturday, July 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS. One to really look forward to there on CBS on Saturday next, July the 19th. FC Tulsa are back here at One Oak Field on Wednesday. The visitors Monterey Bay. There's Calera, who's the FC Tulsa top goal scorer. He's got 11 goals this season. 5 penalties, 2 in the cup, 3 in the league. And he hits the post. Bedardi up to Lial. Delence-Pierre gets his first touch and it's away for a throw-in. Forward by Gertig. 2 players went for the same ball there. Jones says enough of that, I'll belt it away. Owen Darn has been fouled there. Well, soccer season is here and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Merch team doing a great job as they always do there on the concourse. Well, it's interesting, and sometimes, you know, when you're down, you kind of bring on the subs and try and change it round. It was unfortunate for FC Tulsa. They brought the 3 subs on and then promptly conceded that third. So it's a different ballgame. Those subs have got to get involved pretty quickly now, haven't they?
Right, especially, and still time left to get back in this game, but Las Vegas Lights FC with some space here, and will be content for FC Tulsa if they can break up play, stop a rhythm, and really try to breed frustration from FC Tulsa if they can.
Well, Boubacar Diallo just overhit that ball there to El Madgar, who's just come on to the field. 67 minutes have ticked by.
And it's easy to say now as we look back and the game has unfolded the way it has, but remember coaches always saying in the halftime locker room or whatever point in the game, when you have a 2-0 lead, it's a dangerous lead because there's kind of a mix of you can get a bit comfortable, but you still need that next goal, but you feel like you have a level of separation, but one goal can really change dramatically how the game unfolds, and we've seen that here.
As FC Tulsa clear their lines again. The last time Las Vegas Lights scored 3 in the league was in Orange County on Saturday, April the 26th. Are there more goals here for FC Tulsa? Here's Owen Dahm. It's got to fall here to Lukic. Back to Dahm, who's still inside the box. FC Tulsa knocking on the door for a third, and Dahm has scooped that one over. And Luke Spencer applauds because he knows there's more from his team in this second half. There's Owen Dahm, who always works hard for the shirt. Goal kick. Here's the replay.
It's a great effort from Owen Dahm just to continue on that play. Lukic trying to come in with the late run. Ricochets back to Dahm, trying to keep the play alive and create himself just a bit of space on the inside, but not able to keep that ball on frame. But good energy in transition from FC Tulsa with numbers as they try to make something happen there. Luke Spencer pleased with the sequence.
69th minute here at a wet One Oak Field. 5 goals we've seen. Are there more? Lukic. El Madgar, one of the 3 subs brought on by FC Tulsa. Low ball looking for El Madgar again. Serato. Curling left-footed ball to the far post. Owen Dahm heads it down, but he didn't get enough on it. It was an intelligent ball from Serato, and Owen Dahm just didn't get enough to head it back across goal.
FC Tulsa these last couple of minutes have done a better job getting more numbers in and around the penalty area, but haven't been able to break through this Las Vegas Lights FC defense just yet. Not a clear-cut opportunity, but you can feel something coming.
It's headed away to be an FC Tulsa throw-in. Las Vegas Lights are going to make a double Sweet Shots substitution here. On will come Rory O'Driscoll, and on will come Knight Pickering. Stefan Stojanovic and Patrick Leal will come off. Stojanovic, who's worked hard, nearly scored a spectacular goal on his old home ground here at One Oak Field with an overhead kick. Leal's had a good game. Knight Pickering scored that very late goal in Indy 11 to win 1-0 in June. 2 goals for the season. Throw in then to be taken by Delence Pierre, deep in his own territory. His side trailing by 3-2 here at One Oak Field. Thanks for your company again here on ESPN Plus and also My41 here in Tulsa. Dave Saunders, joined as always by Anna Bergel, and we're enjoying this game. But if you're an FC Tulsa fan, you want to score the next goal here. because we're in the 72nd minute. Lukic putting some pressure on Jones. In stepped Harvey Sinclair, who's gone to the right-hand side now. Instead of a back three, there's Luke Spencer again acting as ball boy. Clever ball to Yunus Badadi, who is the first Sweet Shots substitution for Las Vegas Lights. Pearson, clever from the Jamaican. Keeps control of the ball. Delinsby has to stretch out, but Smart's quickly onto it. And across came A.B. Sissoko and concedes yet another Katrina Freshmack's corner. Now that
it's making me hungry.
Delicious. The fans have stayed with it tonight. Some have gone up on the concourse. There are a few umbrellas still up. It is raining. It's not heavy rain now. Player down, there's a bit of pushing and shoving. I think Delence Pierre just was pushed to the ground. We await the Katrina Freshmack's corner. Here it is now, and the flag goes straight up, and it will be a free kick for FC Tulsa. Finished Detroit 1, Hartford Athletic 2, and Indy 11 1, Rhode Island 0, and a goal apiece between Miami FC and Lexington. So this game has produced the most goals across the USL so far, but it's early on now. They have started in New Mexico after the weather delay. New Mexico against Charleston, and halftime San Antonio 0, Tampa Bay 0. And they've just kicked off between Oakland Roots and Phoenix Rising, currently 0-0. There's the ball into the box. Stooping header away by Jones. Pearson now. Good interchange. Noel wanted a free kick. He was frustrated. Delence Pierre was caught late. And there will be a Lacourse Law yellow card. And that one has gone to Sean Smart, scorer of 2 goals. Delence Pierre's okay. He's had his injuries. Good guy to have in your team, and we interviewed him. Very nice lad, and you know he's a quality defender. Great signing by FC Tulsa.
Yeah, he is. FC Tulsa has brought in some really quality players this season. We'll get a quick look here at the replay. So Noel initially not happy about what could have been a potential no call there, but Pierre on the end of an unlucky challenge, strong challenge. Looks like Smart received the yellow card after that play.
Step overs from the Serbian Lukic. Strong header away from Jones. Boubacar Diallo from deep to Sinclair. El Medkar. Sinclair again. Diallo has to start again. Has to go all the way back to Johan Peñaranda. FC Tulsa have only lost 3 league games. Good play, Serato. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Calera! You can't keep this man down for long. FC Tulsa's top goal scorer gets his 8th league goal of the season. It's level again at 3-3. 76 minutes gone. The game that refuses to lie down. FC Tulsa 3, Las Vegas Lights FC 3.
Again from FC Tulsa, just continuing to find a way. Serato, what a great game he's had, a goal, and now a game-tying assist here, and Carrera just continuing to chip away at this back line and try to find himself a bit of space. Does a great job here. First touch, sets himself up nicely. Immediately gets the ball out of the net, trying to fire up these fans here at One Oak Field. There's about 15 minutes left in the game, and a lot can happen, Dave. We've seen it before.
Throw in to Las Vegas Lights. You're right. I was saying that FC Tulsa have only lost 3 times this year at home to North Carolina and Oakland Roots, and then that away defeat to Orange County. But wait a minute, the ball's in the air again, but the offside flag's gone up. They've won 6 times. They've had home wins against Sacramento Republic 1-0, of Tampa Bay Rowdies 1-0. And the referee is just telling Sean Smart, be careful, you've had a yellow card, don't do anything else. Luke Spencer will be delighted that his team have come out and responded, but he'll want to go on and take the 3 points now in this top match. As Jones comes across, and suddenly, Anna, both defences have opened up slightly and there's more chances on goal for both teams.
There are, and you mentioned Luke Spencer will be glad with the response, but FC Tulsa going to Miami FC, losing the lead twice there on the road. Here at home, kind of similar story, so he'll be pleased, especially after going down, that they've been able to kind of be on the other end of that, find an answer and put themselves in a position to potentially walk away with the 3 points if they can find this next goal.
Here's Calera twisting and turning with Gertig for company. Calera, good play from him, but there's no one on the back post. But Smart will head it away for an FC Tulsa. Katrina Freshmack's corner. Well, the USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Katrina Freshmack's corner from the Englishman Arthur Rogers, who holds left arm aloft, plenty of movement in the box. The referee will hold proceedings because he doesn't like some of the rugby tackling going on. Well, they still believe. They've seen their team fight back to 3-3. Rogers into a busy area. It's gone through everybody and it will go away for a goal kick. And just watching Reiko Zarina there, here he is, he was sprinting for a ball. He believes his team could win. I think both teams will be disappointed now to draw the game of football.
You're exactly right. There have been moments for either side where they could have capitalized or found that next goal, or it's easy to kind of nitpick mistakes or what could have been, but both of these teams absolutely have the opportunity to walk away with a 3, and I think you're exactly right, especially at this point in the game, about 10 minutes left. They'll want to seal the deal.
Smart into the area. It's going to go all the way through to Johan Peñaranda. Just over 10 minutes of the 90 minutes to go. Johan Peñaranda has been beaten 3 times for the first time this season. Ball belted long, only to the feet of Jones. Diallo drops the shoulder, gets brought down by the captain Noel. Well, Las Vegas are going to make their final substitution. Coleman Gannon is going to come in. And it will be Noel, who just committed a foul there, out. So Coleman Gannon comes on. He's only made 3 sub appearances before tonight. Noel's worked hard. There's Gannon. And here's FC Tulsa playing from right to left on your screens in those black and gold shirts. Lukic heads it towards the 18-yard line. Belted away by Budadi. Las Vegas Lights playing with a back five, although they are pushing on Sean Smart on the right. Elmedkar was caught late. Got to be careful, and it's going to be another Lacoste Law yellow card. Budadi gets the Lacoste Law yellow card. There's Elmedkar, who's come on as a second half sub. He's had a good season for FC Tulsa, highly rated here at One Oak Field. Here's Sissoko. Delence Pierre. Peñaranda has to clear hurriedly. Heads away, Budadi heads it back, and then there's an offside flag against the substitute Gannon, who's gone in on that right-hand side.
I think you see Pierre there with his arms. FC Tulsa players eager to get into that final third, but important to make sure drop back, create those options for FC Tulsa to build out of the back and not have so much of a gap. Dangerous ball in here.
Jones is there to hook it away with that left foot of his. That is going to go to Las Vegas Lights for their throw-in. So are the fans here going to see late drama in the last 7 minutes? Here's Gannon. Gannon's just on as a substitute, and there's a looping shot which again hits the defender. Could easily have looped over Johan Peñaranda's head like they did for the first one of Rodriguez's shot, which hit Harvey Sinclair. Katrina Freshmeck's corner for Las Vegas Lights. In the 84th minute, and it has virtually stopped raining. Well, as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Delence Pierre there with Rodriguez, Gartig and Serrato, all trying to claim their territory inside the box. Don't want to be the one to give a free header away at this point. Corner from the Las Vegas Lights left. Still more pushing and shoving, and I think Delence Pierre becomes the first FC Tulsa player to get a Lacoste Law yellow card. I think he was given the warning, and the referee said he didn't heed that warning. Referee blows the whistle, and we will finally have the corner taken. There it is, to the far post, headed away by Boubacar Diallo. There is a foul, and Delence Pierre it was who was fouled by Gartig. That was some tussle in there, Anna, between the Danish central defender and Delence Pierre. No quarter given there.
No, it's not surprising though at this point in the game. Tensions are high. Both teams know what's at stake and can feel it, and just want to really establish themselves and not give anything up here.
Great ball to Lukic. Lukic gets the ball from under his feet. Rogers was forward there with some step overs. Here's Lukic. Lukic dropping the shoulder. Gets it back to Sinclair. And Sinclair will win a throw-in for FC Tulsa. Now Sissoko comes forward. 86th minute. Delence Pierre's forward as well. Owen Darm and Serrato, the only men back for FC Tulsa. There is the Englishman Harvey Sinclair. Started his career at the Chelsea Academy. Throws the ball towards the near post, but it's belted away by Negro. And it goes away. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Owen Darn with a header away. Taylor Carrera has been fouled. The drums are banging. There's Christopher Pearson, who gets the Lacoste Law yellow card. Former FC Tulsa player here, just getting on the shoulder and breaking up a promising attack. And the referee said that is worthy of a Lacoste Law yellow card. Free kick to FC Tulsa. We liked Christopher Pearson when he played here. He's what I call a tidy player.
Yeah, he had really great technique on his strikes as well. We saw multiple long-range efforts that were just outstanding. He brought an extra bit of energy to the final third, so great to see him in his new role at Las Vegas Lights.
Well, Serrato did it in the first half. He's with Rogers. I wonder if he just might fancy it again here. Four-man wall. Here is Serrato. Comes up for the second time. Curls it just over the top. Not too far away. Well, don't forget the USL on CBS kicks off July with a hot showdown in the Championship Eastern Conference. Last year's final runner-up, Rhode Island FC, takes on North-East rival Hartford Athletic on Saturday, July 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS. July the 19th. Mark it down in your calendars. Here's Pierre heading the ball away. El Mecca slides in, wins it over Gannon. Gertig was close in on the tails of Taylor Carrera. Owen Darm heads, but it's another offside. Well, they still believe, the FC Tulsa fans here, kissing the badge. They want a fourth to win the game of football. It's 3-3 at the moment. We saw 4 goals in the first half, seen 2 more in the second, and Harvey Sinclair goes down, and a free kick to FC Tulsa. I love that when players do that. Johnny Rodriguez said to the referee, "That's my first one. Don't give." Oh well, he's given the yellow card actually. Lacoste Law yellow card. Rodriguez for the foul on Harvey Sinclair. Free kick taken by Arthur Rogers. Sinclair inside the box. Where's the ball going to fall? It's going to roll nicely for Rosa Arena. Well, we hope that Las Vegas fans who are tuning into this broadcast are enjoying this game as much as we are. 6 goals in this one here at One Oak Field. Here's Boudadi up from the back. Just overhit that one a little bit, but it's kept in. Try again from the other side, and away by Diallo. Both teams looking for the 3 points here, Anna, as you would expect. Nobody wants to settle for a single point.
No, and the way they're playing, you're right. I mean, they're taking risks. They're trying to find their way in behind in the final third. They're not, as you mentioned, just trying to settle for this point. Both teams very much feeling that they have what it takes to walk away with the 3 points here.
Free kick to FC Tulsa. Referee pointing out how it was done. We've got 4 minutes, we think, of Tulsa Tech stoppage time coming up. Is there a winner for either team here? Just takes 1 strike to win this game of football, and it is confirmed. 4 minutes. Sean Smart, who's scored a couple of goals this season, on a foraging run here. This is a fine run, but in the end he just runs into Arthur Rogers. Now at the other end, Taylor Carrera tries to turn Gertig. Referee says there was no foul, and then El Medcar gets brought down from behind, and that will be a Lacoste Law yellow card for this. That one goes to O'Driscoll. We'll have a look at the replay, Anna.
seen a few cards here in this second half, and this one really a dangerous, reckless challenge in from behind. Fortunate there's not an injury there, but tensions are high, emotions running hot, both teams just wanting to find a way to get that game winner, and referee in the middle trying to keep things under control.
Yeah, you've got to be careful, haven't you? No attempt to play the ball, but it goes down as a lacrosse law yellow card for the substitute Rory O'Driscoll. Line being pushed up to the 18-yard line. It's dumped to the far post. Sissoko back across goal, and it's forced over the line. And FC Tulsa may have just won the game of football in injury time. It may have hit a defender, but Sissoko played the ball perfectly across goal. And FC Tulsa won't mind how it's gone in. FC Tulsa 4, Las Vegas Lights 3.
Sissoko just trying to play a dangerous ball across the face of goal, because you never know what might happen. And it just finds its way into that far post. I think it did take a bit of a deflection there, but so many players in the box, so much going on, hard to keep track. And enough for that to squeak in, and FC Tulsa will try to preserve this lead here in the final couple minutes potentially of this game.
Now, all sorts going on here. The coach for Las Vegas Lights is being led off the field. He got a red card in the melee. There's Sissoko, who played the ball across goal. I think there's the coach, who was upset about something, but he's being led from the field. Been shown a red card by the referee. Always frustrating, of course, in a game with so many goals. I don't think he can have too many complaints with the way the goal was scored. Sissoko played it across. I think the last touch was for the unfortunate Gertig, who just inadvertently played it over his own line. Sean Smart will quickly want a ball here. Time running out. You would have thought the referee's going to add some time on. Anna for the goal celebration. FC Tulsa are going to make another substitution. And it's going to be Giordano Coley as Rosarino hangs his head. He couldn't do much about that. And the Australian will come on for FC Tulsa's final sweet shots substitution of the night. And Serato, who scored that brilliant curling free kick to get everything going way back in the 9th minute, is replaced by the Australian Coley. What a good piece of play, though, from the captain, heading it across goal. Anna, as Las Vegas Lights come forward again. Really good play from the captain.
It was, and just understanding there's numbers in the box, good things will happen.
There's ball into the box to Lens-Pierre with a header. Here's Gannon. Gannon now towards the near post, palmed away by Peñaranda. Hold on to your hats, folks. This one isn't over yet. And then there was an untidy challenge, shall we say, in the box. Referee is not going to take any action whatsoever. FC Tulsa got a defender down, Harvey Sinclair. I think he was, shall we say, bumped into.
FC Tulsa content for the stop and go, trying to slow things down here and just manage this game, see it through. Peñaranda kind of taking his time here.
Seconds left in this pulsating game, 4-3. And the referee blows the final whistle. Some of the FC Tulsa players are on their knees because they know how hard they've been pushed here by a very brave Las Vegas Lights side. The fireworks go off. FC Tulsa Annaberg win it by 4 goals to 3.
What a fun game to watch between these two teams. I mean, from the moment the whistle started, from the moment it ended, just end to end, back and forth between these two. And a lot to take away from both teams. I mean, FC Tulsa found themselves giving up a 2-0 lead on the back foot and had to claw their way back in at home to ultimately win this game. But Las Vegas Lights FC coming into One Oak Field, a tough environment against a solid FC Tulsa side who had only conceded 11 goals coming into this game, and Las Vegas Lights FC puts 3 on them and really gives them a run for their money. Neither team could mentally switch off in this game because of how quickly things changed and how high the intensity was the full 90.
Tell you what, we'll go to one last break. We'll come back and wrap this one up. A lot to tell you about. They're still chatting, the players, but it's finished. FC Tulsa 4, Las Vegas Lights 3. We'll be back after the break.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Hi, I'm Ryan Knight for Bill Knight Mitsubishi. Tax season is here, and we want to help you do more with your money by offering incredible savings.
Like the new 2024 Outlander SE, starting at $29,769 or $399 a month. And every new Mitsubishi comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Come by today and experience a level of customer service built on honesty, trust, and a genuine commitment to you. That's Bill Knight Mitsubishi and BillKnightMitsubishi.com.
At Ascension St. John, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Oklahoma. For movement disorders, spine care, and more, our brain and spine specialists lead in coordinating advanced care. Patients choose us for advanced heart care and personalized cancer care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Oh, phew, what a game. 4-3 to FC Tulsa over Las Vegas Lights. Let's have a look how the second half went down with the highlights. It was 2-2 at half-time, but both teams, Annaberg, came out and wanted more in that second half.
Entertaining first half led to an equally more entertaining second half, and Smart finds the back of the net for the second time this game. Great piece of play. Noel with the assist there, knocking that ball into the box. And things were looking good for Las Vegas Lights, finding themselves in front, but FC Tulsa clawing their way back, and Carrera able to find the equalizer, does a great job setting himself up, knows where the ball is, slots that one through, and FC Tulsa just continuing, Dave, to knock on the door, and Carrera really that catalyst in the second half for the home team. And then late on, Sissoko on the far post, and you know when you're in positions like that, if you just play any type of ball with pace in front of goal, you never know what might happen, and that one just sneaks into the far post. The ultimate game winner here at One Oak Field for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, cue the celebrations with the captain, A.B. Sissoko there. That's the full-time stats. Anna, what do you pick out? And there he is, Serrato. What a goal that was. He gets the Waldo's Chicken and Beer man of the match. Marcus Serrato.
Absolutely. I mean, he had an unbelievable goal, but don't forget the assist laid on as well. So he was in the mix everywhere. And this was, I believe, his first goal of the season for FC Tulsa. So really just had an outstanding game through and through 90 minutes as he's getting ready to beat that 83 United drum here in celebration. But so much to be excited about if you're an FC Tulsa fan. But Marcus Serrato, presented by Waldo's Chicken and Beer, the man of the match here as he's getting ready to celebrate.
Yeah, and he did have a good game as well. Sometimes an unsung hero, so it's nice for him to curl that free kick in, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about, you have players like Herrera, who was a big impact player tonight as well, but FC Tulsa really finding their form with multiple players getting involved and contributing to these goals. And FC Tulsa with the young fans waiting to get the signatures, as they always do. But a lot to look forward to here in the second half of the season if you're an FC Tulsa fan.
And a lot to look forward to on Wednesday. I'm sure if you ask Luke Spencer, he'd take a boring 1-0 win on Wednesday, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, this was one for the books. My heart rate was up the entire time, no matter which team you were going for, back and forth. This one had it all. But absolutely looking forward, and good luck to both of these teams heading into the second half of USL Championship season.
And Anna Bergel, thank you to you for your expertise tonight. As always, FC Tulsa are celebrating a very narrow victory, a 4-3 thriller here against Las Vegas Lights FC. As you said, Anna, good luck to both of these teams. FC Tulsa will be back here at One Oak Field on Wednesday. Thank you to you for tuning in. Thank you to our wonderful team who provide the sights, the sounds, the graphics. We'll do it all again on Wednesday. Let's have a lie down first after this one. It finished FC Tulsa 4, Las Vegas Lights FC 3.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.